This episode of HTM Tech is brought to you by Rogue Energy. Rogue Energy offers a wide range of products including energy drinks and dietary supplements containing 0 sugar, 0 to 5 calories, B vitamins, gluten-free, soy-free, and 100% vegan. Rogue Energy products are a great alternative to those corner store energy drinks that are loaded with sugar and cause you to crash soon after. Head over to rogueenergy.com where viewers of HTM Tech can get 10% off any order placed. Not just your first order, but any time you order. Just use offer code HTM Tech at the checkout to get your discount on one of the hottest energy drink brands on the market. Hey, don't take our word for it. Try it for yourself today.
Hey guys, Joe the Tech Guy back here with another episode of HTM Tech. For those of you new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you hit like and subscribe so you get notified every time I put out new content for you guys. And for those of you returning, thank you so much for stopping by. Now, today I have an interesting one for you guys here. This is not going to be a long video, but it's definitely something I wanted to kind of address. On a past video, I reviewed one of the top games on the market right now, Helldivers 2, which is exclusive to PlayStation 5 and the PC. Now, up until just recently, this game was very universally praised as like one of the best, not only multiplayer games currently going, but just kind of games in general, and I very much agree with that. Now, having said that, before I kind of get to any of this kind of stuff, just for full transparency here, I have never been a quote-unquote fanboy of certain gaming platforms. I've always been very agnostic when it comes to gaming platforms. I'm not a Sony fanboy, I'm not an Xbox fanboy, I'm not a PC fanboy, I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. I go where the good games are. Currently, this is where, on the PS5, Helldivers 2 is one of the best games going right now, and that's a game that I play. I go where the good games go. Now, admittedly, I am very much an Apple fanboy, but that's not the conversation that we're having here. We're talking about Helldivers 2. I said very universally praised up until very recently. Now, I was kind of bringing this video on here as I'm seeing a lot of outlets in places that I like to say that I respect, very much having an opinion that I'm not in agreement with. Even right now I'm looking at one, Sony just screwed Helldivers 2 fans. I very much disagree with this. And I'm going to get to my point here. Now, I'm an independent channel. I do not get paid to have certain opinions. Any guests that I've had on the channel get to have their own opinions. You know, I do have a sponsor, but they in no way influence the content and what I say. So I just want to get that off the hop right away, because all these other channels are being supported by larger companies and likely kind of skewing their opinions on this. So I think that's an important distinction to kind of make here. So essentially kind of what's going on here is Sony is apparently forcing people who play Helldivers 2 on Steam to make a PlayStation Network account. And everybody is up in arms. Oh, and now they're review bombing the game, saying that it's garbage, saying that it's a pile of shit. Sony's a piece of shit, and the people that make Helldivers 2 are pieces of shit. Not what I agree with here. That's not my opinion here. Now, I'm going to read the actual message, the actual posting that Sony put out for everybody here, so that you can hear right from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So, attention Helldivers. So this is right on the Steam page, right from Sony. Attention Helldivers. Due to technical issues at the launch of Helldivers 2, we allowed the linking requirements for Steam accounts to a PlayStation Network account to be temporarily optional. This grace period will now expire. See details below in this post. That's what we're going to get to here. Account linking plays a critical role in protecting our players and upholding the values of safety and security provided on PlayStation and PlayStation Studio games. This is our main way to protect players from from grieving and abuse by enabling the banning of players that engage in that type of behavior. It also allows those players that have been banned the right to appeal, of course. As such, as of May 6th, which is tomorrow, it's going to start going into effect after today, all new Helldivers 2 players on Steam will be required to connect their Steam account to a PlayStation Network account. Current players on Steam will start to see the mandatory login from May 30th and will be required to have a linked Steam and PlayStation Network account by June 4th. PlayStation Network accounts are free and easy to set up using the link provided. We understand that this may be an inconvenience to some of you, and they say, May, thanks for the continued support. People are just up in arms over this and saying, oh, Sony's lying, but they're being very transparent. They're telling you why that this is something that's kind of needed to control, make sure that people are getting the correct experience out of this. And it's not like they're asking for more money either. It's a PlayStation Network is free to create if you don't already have one. And a lot of people already have a PlayStation Network account to begin with, likely. So it's an issue here that I think is being blown completely out of proportion. I still go on. There's still a lot of people playing. Every single time I play, I never have an issue getting at least 2 or 3 other players on my crew. We always have a 4-man crew unless I'm going out of my way to just kind of play by myself. But there's still a huge player base here. And I think that this really isn't affecting the average kind of player out there. I think the average player doesn't really care. They're just here to play a great game. That's all I'm doing here as well, is that. And I just think that a lot of channels and stuff on YouTube and a lot of places are making a big issue out of this. It's really not a big deal. They're saying, Sony gets hacked all the time and whatnot. You know what? At the end of the day, after it's all said and done, if this really bothers you so much, then don't play on the Sony platform. Go play something else. But don't criticize and make fun of people who are here enjoying the game and where it's for them not an issue. This is the type of thing, too. This is the reason why I hate social media, because this is all over social media as well. And people that come back they retort with, I still really, really love the game. And then they just get torn apart on social media. And I don't understand that. Again, that's why I don't like social media, because if you have a different kind of viewpoint from kind of the status quo there, you're immediately a pariah and you get just crapped on all over and whatnot. So it's the type of thing where, I'll repeat one more time and then we'll kind of end out the video on this. If you enjoy Helldivers 2, this is not going to hamper your enjoyment of Helldivers 2. If you don't have a PlayStation Network account, it's free to set up. It takes less than a minute to set up a PlayStation Network account. Is very easy. It's not like they're asking for more money to do this. But if it bothers you that much, then go away. Go do something. Go play another game on a different platform and leave us alone. Let us enjoy the game, because it's a great game. That's all I need to say. All right, guys, that about wraps up here for this time. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one where we talk about how tech matters. HTM Tech is brought to you by Microplay, located at 265 King George Road in Brantford, Ontario, Canada, for all of your video game and collectible needs.